Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Akated, and this is Minecraft. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that this is not my normal Minecraft world. This is a new Minecraft world. As you can tell, we have trees, we have mountains, we have water. It is no longer a super flat, and in this video we will be making a new project. We will be starting it. I'm very excited for that because this is probably going to be the biggest project I've ever made in Minecraft, which this project in particular has a lot of history, a lot of planning that I've done, and now I'm excited to share it and begin working on it in video form. Yeah, so in other news, this is going to be posted probably either the day of or the day after my 1-year anniversary for the first video I've made on YouTube. I think that's a really remarkable achievement. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy that I've gone from 0 subscribers from this time last year to now having about 150 subscribers, so that's very exciting. I'm really glad if you subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate your support, and if you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe. If not, I don't know, you can leave, I don't know. Anyways, so this project is has been in the works for a while, probably about 3 years I've been working on this project, or at least planning it. So originally this project started out as a survival world, and one day in 2023 I wanted to start a survival world. I don't play a lot of survival, so that was kind of a new thing for me. So I started the survival world and I spawned in about right here in this general area, and I had this wonderful little terrain here, and I really like this seed. It's probably my favorite seed in Minecraft. The terrain in general isn't very remarkable. I feel like it's rather normal, but this continent is very cool. It is. I really like how the biomes are balanced. I like how they're all spread out. I like the geography. I like the spawn point. I like a lot of things about it, and I've become very familiar with this seed, and I've been working in it for a while. So that original survival world, I played in it for a little bit, came up with some history and stuff, and came up with a little story. And eventually I moved to a creative world and kind of just started building those ideas from survival into creative. And that one was actually in Bedrock for reasons. So originally this island had a village and a trail ruin in it, and in my Bedrock version it did not, so it was just the trail ruins, I believe. So I kind of just built around that. I just built my own city, and I really like that city. I've named that city Pendleton, and I've named this version of it New Pendleton, because this is the new version of Pendleton. But Pendleton was a very nice city. I really like how it was built. I still really like it. And then more recently, I decided to sort of redo it. I built out a New Pendleton more, and I actually finished it, so the entirety of New Pendleton is complete in that version of it, but the entire rest of the world wasn't, and I decided that I wanted to revisit New Pendleton and begin building a new version of it. So in practice, this is kind of a New Pendleton, which is a little weird, but we're just still calling it New Pendleton. And it is still just New Pendleton because this is very much based on the other New Pendleton, which is, I guess, the third version. This is the fourth version, but yeah, this is based off of New Pendleton. The layout is based off of it. Most everything is kind of just based off of it directly, and this version is essentially just a modified version of that one. And it's kind of just like a newer version. There's going to be more stuff, there's going to be better planning, and I'm just excited to start it. So I've done a little work already. I've laid out some streets, laid out some building plans. I will expand on these in later videos. For right now, we're probably going to work on probably just the Capitol building, and then maybe this building and this building, but we'll see if we get to that. But for right now, we're gonna do this building, and this is the Capitol building. This is like a rough layout of it. I'll probably change this up a little bit, maybe expand it a tiny bit. But this is just generally the rough idea of what it's gonna look like. These are some other buildings. This is the library, and this will be the museum. I believe this will be the bank here, and then these other buildings will be other miscellaneous commercial buildings. So I've had blue buildings are like service buildings, and red buildings are commercial buildings. And then I have not laid any of them out yet, but the yellow buildings will be residential buildings. And not saying that there won't be any residential, because some of the residential buildings will be like out here in like the suburbs. But some of these red buildings will have residential stuff on top of it, kind of like apartments. So we're still going to have residential here. It'll just kind of be mixed use. But yeah, generally this is going to be the layout. Things might change. This is just a rough sketch that I've kind of laid out there. But yeah, we're going to just work on this one. And I think it'll be interesting. So the idea for this world is that it's going to be a sort of 19th century style America, or at least this country, this region. This will be a 19th century style America. We'll have mostly 1800s, or like late 1800s to early 1900s. So it'll be roughly like 1880s to 1920s, something like that. It'll be very anachronistic, of course, if you know what that means, but it won't be specifically one era. It'll be very much a mix of different eras. And generally, I would just say it's a 19th century anachronistic world based on various regions of the world, this region specifically being America, and there will be various other countries and regions around this country, because I want this world to be very large, and also plus I want to make a lot of different places. I like making places, so we will be building things in different cultures and places and regions and countries in the world. Of course, they will be fictionalized. They won't be exactly like their real-life counterparts, but they will be inspired by them, and I think that's fun. It'll be pretty large. There will be probably lots of cities. This is the first city, of course. The scale here, as you can see, though, it may be smaller than you might think for a city. I feel like Minecraft has some pretty large scales. This project in particular will be a pretty smaller scale. I like to say that it's more villager scale, since this will be populated by villagers, not vanilla villagers, but Minecraft Comes Alive villagers, which is one of my favorite mods. But as you can see here, we have a blueprint. And this comes from the Minecraft Comes Alive mod. And this here will be sort of like what we're going to base our village on, I guess, as this calls it. So we will add buildings, give them different functions, and then we'll have actual residents here. And the idea is kind of like a storytelling thing where we're going to have residents live here. We're going to try to fulfill their needs. Sort of like a fun little city planning game or something like that, but it's also just to build fun places. So I guess you could think of this kind of like a fancier village, although it will be more interconnected, and I will expand things, of course, but yeah, generally the scale will be a little bit smaller than you might be used to. But I think that's fun. Plus I'll have other projects in the future and other builds that might be various different scales. I like experimenting. I might repeat things. I might be like, oh, I'm going to build this here, and then I'm going to build a different version of it. I like to do variations of the same thing sometimes, and I might force you to watch that, but I hope that'll be fun to sort of see how we can change things up, how we can improve on things, how we can try to make things a little bit different. So as I said before, this is New Pendleton. This is the capital of my country. It'll have the most services. I think I might put up on the screen a list of everything I want to put in here. It's not a comprehensive list, but it will be a sort of layout and guide for what we're going to do. I also have some mood boards and stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them up here, but if you want to see them, make sure to comment that down below. I also have a lot of other plans, so I might share and explain more if you're interested, or I might just do it anyways in some of the other videos. But for now, this is the capital, this is New Pendleton. In today's video, we're going to be building this general area, and then in later videos, I will probably explore building some larger buildings, but in between videos, I'm probably going to do a little bit of progress, just because if I make a video for everything I do in this world, probably never going to get done. Plus also, I don't want to completely remove enjoyment for myself. I want to make it so that I can still make progress in this world and do things without having to film them, and maybe we can just do little checkpoints in my videos. I can be like, okay, we're gonna build something large today, but this is what I did in the meantime, and that could be fun. And also, this is a creative world. If I did this in survival, again, this would not be finished ever. So we're doing this in creative. I will probably have some other survival things happening in the future soon. I'm hoping that I can increase my video content production soon and start making more videos again. That was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping I can do that again soon, which I should be. I have the means to now, so I think you should expect more videos from me at some point. But right now, this is my celebratory 1-year anniversary and moving on to something pretty huge. So yeah, I think we should just about to get started, and I will be beginning this whole project with the construction of our Capitol building. So this is the general layout I have here. Let me just remove this border. But the Capitol building is going to be inspired by sort of like Georgian or neoclassical kind of things, kind of like federal buildings, I guess, if I could say. Specifically is inspired by the old Federal Hall in New York City, specifically around the time of George Washington's inauguration into office. There are many images of this building. If you just look up Federal Hall, New York City, I guess maybe 1700s, 1800s, something like that, you can see what I'm specifically based on, or what this is specifically based on. I am specifically inspired by the depiction of it as a row of buildings and then the neoclassical or federal style building at the end of it. And I think that's a very compelling image and something I wanted to recreate. That's kind of what I did in the first original part of it. I think, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I think at the end I might show the previous versions, maybe at least the previous version of New Pendleton. I'll show that at the end to sort of give an idea of what I'm going for, since that's kind of complete. And really, I could have just began with New Pendleton and be like, here's my capital city, and we're going to expand from there. And as cool as that would be, I think I'd rather just recreate it in a way, and sort of just improve it while I'm given the chance to, because I really like that version of New Pendleton, but I think there's some places that I could have improved it a little bit more, and I think now I'm going to give myself the chance to do that. So yeah, we're going to do that here, and I think it'll be a fun little project for us to work on, and for you to watch, hopefully. So I think we're going to mostly be using quartz and bricks here. So we're going to start with this, and I think for the bottom I will use stone bricks. And also, I do have other mods installed, so of course I have Minecraft Comes Alive, but the main mods that I also have installed are, of course, the world map mod, the minimap mod. I used to have the furniture mod, which was in the New Pendleton previously, but I am hesitant to use furniture mods just because I feel like they inhibit creativity. Like it makes them less creative, because I like making chairs and furniture from in fun ways that you wouldn't normally think about. But if you just have a straight up chair and furniture and stuff, it kind of inhibits creativity a little bit. Not that it's bad. I don't think it's completely bad, but I think I'm gonna try not using it for now. So along with that, we have Serene Seasons, because I like Serene Seasons, but also that ties into the Fruits Delight, which is a very fun mod and a very fun extension of Farmer's Delight. I really like all the diverse crops it adds. I think the one thing that is missing from Farmer's Delight is the fruit, because it's mostly vegetables that they add. I'm a little weird about this mod just because I feel like it adds a little too much stuff. Like they have various different types of berries, and I'm thinking, do I really need these many berries? Like maybe just blueberries, and I don't think I need bayberries, and also cranberries. Figs, I don't know if I really need figs. Mangosteen, I don't think I really need mangosteen. Persimmon, I don't think I really need persimmon either. Hawberry, I don't think I really need hawberry, which I know I can remove these things, but I think it's best not to. It's fine. Plus, they also add these things, which I really like this jello. It kind of reminds me of ice cream, but it also kind of removes the idea of ice cream I used to have, which was custard, which is Farmer's Delight comes with a glowberry custard, which I used to use for ice cream. This one comes with a blueberry custard, which is also kind of fun, but it does inhibit creativity because it gives you more stuff, but sometimes more stuff isn't that bad. Also, the durian here, I don't like the model for this. I also don't like the models for a lot of things. I don't like the models for the bushes here. I don't like the blueberry bush. I don't like the lemon tree. They feel kind of un-Minecrafty to me. And also the texture for the pineapple feels kind of weird. But that's kind of like my own personal thing. I feel like if I really wanted to, I could modify it in a way that I do like. But I feel like that's like a lot of work and might also be kind of rude in a way. But I like this mod in general. I like most of what it adds. Also, there's too many of these jam blocks. I don't think these are necessary, and I don't really like them. And also too many of these sandwich things. So these are included in the mod. I will probably never be using any of these things. I will probably just stick to what I like. But I think that's fine. Also, none of these either. I'm not going to ever use any of these because I don't really like these, but it's okay. Anyways, we of course have Farmer's Delight. Farmer's Delight, my favorite mod in Minecraft, I believe. I do love Create, but I think I like Farmer's Delight more. It's just such a good add-on to Minecraft. And also, I really like these cabinets here. I think these are fun, and there's also another reason why I don't want to add another furniture mod, because it comes with cabinets, and it makes these cabinets kind of useless, and that makes me sad because I like these cabinets. This one does not come with pale oak because this isn't a version of Minecraft where pale oak does not exist. I have to add it with vanilla backport. Just kind of broken here. It's kind of weird, but it's okay. But I have to add it with vanilla backport. That's okay. It's just because some of these mods aren't supported on the later versions, but if that ever changes, I suppose we can change that up a little bit. And then Brewin' and Chewin', we have this here. I kind of like what stuff that they add here. Specifically, I like that they add cheese. But we might get rid of a few things. And I also might get rid of Brewin' and Chewin' if I feel like it's not really adding anything. Because I feel like I'm probably not going to use a lot of it. We have Create, of course. Create, the classic Create. Beautiful. We will be building factories and industrial stuff. And of course, my favorite thing, we're going to build trains. I'm so excited to build trains and a rail system. I would love to build my own not intercontinental, that's weird. Sorry, the transcontinental railroad. I will build my version of that, and I think that'll be fun. And then I think that's it for now. We have the building blocks. Oh, Minecraft Comes Alive. Of course, we'll be using this. I really like Minecraft Comes Alive. It feels like The Sims in a way. And if you know me, you know I love The Sims. And also Pair Lives, which I've just started doing. And of course, if you notice back here, we have Axiom things. So we'll be using Axiom to help me build here. I really like Axiom. It's very useful. It's probably one of the best building mods ever. And of course we have the Create Zapper thing, World Shaper. I have the Creative World Shaper. It's very useful for very quick changes. And then I also have this really fun little modified version of it. It's called the Tree Zapper. You know why it's fun? Because it zaps trees. Let's go find a tree to zap. So let me find a tree that I don't particularly like. This one is deformed. You just click here and it zaps the tree. Isn't that fun? I love that. But of course, I have fast leaf decay, because if I didn't, I would die. So yeah, we have fast leaf decay. Because this is also Create, I have access to limestone. And I love limestone, but the only caveat with using limestone is that I can't use shelves with them, because look at this. We have pale oak and we have birch. Pale oak kind of looks off with that. Okay, fine, we can use birch. Birch also looks off with that. So I feel like I can't really use limestone because there's not a shelf that corresponds to it. And ever since shelves came out, I love shelves. And the only thing I can do that's kind of like limestone is that's also in vanilla is quartz, and quartz looks cool, and it looks a lot better with pale oak. It's not perfect, of course, but it looks a lot better. And yeah, so we're gonna use quartz for some things, but we will be using limestone a lot as well, so don't you worry about that. Okay, let's continue here. So we're building some buildings. All right, I think I might try to expand this a little bit just because I feel like it would be useful if it was a little larger. So maybe we do that a little bit, that maybe, and then we do this. Maybe the base actually might be, I might use the base. I might have it be limestone. Let's try that out. Let's see how that looks. Cut limestone. Yeah, it looks better. We're doing that. Yeah, I like that. So we're not doing stone bricks, we're doing limestone. End of discussion, end of story, we're doing limestone. Limestone is probably one of my favorite blocks in Create, or block types, I guess. I really like limestone. It's very fun and very much what I like to build, which is specifically like 19th century style buildings, but I do like building other things. I've recently gone into medieval builds. Which I feel like Minecraft is very attuned for. It's very much what Minecraft is best for in some ways. But yeah, I just started doing that. I quite like them. I'm probably going to build some more, along with other builds, of course. I really want to build more things. I just don't have time to, but I'm trying my best. Here we're going to use probably spruce windows because we're in a spruce biome. Just kind of makes sense. Some things I'm trying to make logical sense a little bit. Plus, they look kind of fancy. I would use oak windows, but we're using spruce windows. And also here, I think I might do a fancy little roof trick. Not roof, but like, we're gonna do this, and then add these. I feel like that adds some depth and character here. We might change it up a little bit. Maybe I'll do things down here instead, but for now, this is what we're doing. I'll probably change it up a little bit. Here, we're just gonna keep doing brick. I think this is one block here, so it's kind of complicated, but I think it's fine how it is. So we're just going to just make a door, maybe 2 doors on the side here, and then a pillar in the middle. So then it makes more sense. So let's see how I can do that. We can have quartz here, and then limestone here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That looks weird. That also looks weird. How do I do this? How do I do this without making it look bad? It needs to be something not like this. It needs to be better. And I don't particularly like that, so I kind of want them to be spaced out in 2s like this, but then that means I'll have to expand this out by 2 like this, which is kind of a lot. I mean, we could do it like that. I just feel like I have to expand this a tiny bit, and I don't really want to. That might work. Okay, that might work. I don't like how this here doesn't have like a path on the side, but maybe we can deal with that later. I don't know. I could maybe try to move this over like a tiny bit. That also means I have to move this over, and also maybe I just make this slightly smaller. That might be what I have to do, because I might just do like that instead. And this is gone. Okay, we'll try this for now. And then I'm thinking we have 2 double doors right here that lead into the building interior, and then we maybe have some windows there. This feels very messy for some reason. I don't normally build this messy. This is kind of messy. Okay, this is looking a tiny bit better. It's very wide, but maybe that's better. The Capitol building in New Pendleton, the first version, I guess, New Pendleton version 1, very, very small compared to this. Definitely not this size. It looked more like a city hall, I feel like, but maybe we need a larger building for a Capitol. And plus, we might have to move this road over because this is kind of small. Also, then that means that the Capitol will be significantly larger than like a majority of the other buildings, unless I make them a little bit larger. So maybe the scale is now slightly compromised, but maybe this has to be the most imposing building because it is a Capitol building. This is a very tall ceiling. I feel like this will end like right below, so we're just gonna do this here. And we'll probably have quartz here instead, so we'll have quartz bricks specifically. It'll be like this, and then we'll have bricks here. Not bricks, actually. We'll have the shelves here, I think, unless we have the stairs there instead. But I quite like shelves. Unless we do like this, I feel like that's actually better. Do like this, and then we put get the quartz, and then we do something like this instead. Quite like that. If we didn't have pale oak, I guess I would use birch, but because birch is also kind of good for limestone. But the thing about this limestone is that it's in between white and whatever color birch is, so it's a little confusing. Also, this will be confusing to navigate because this means that because there's shelves here, it might be difficult for villagers to navigate inside. If that's a problem, I guess I'll change it, but if it's not, it's okay. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I really like that. It's very nice. We just do this here, and I suppose we don't need shelves on that specifically. This looks very interesting. I like it. And I'm just gonna mirror this over because I'm too lazy to like completely redo it. Okay, actually, this is looking pretty okay. I think this is pretty good. We may not have to like redo some of the proportions and stuff, but we might still have to. Oh, and then also for this, I actually had a fun trick that I wanted to use with the create windows. We do something like this, and then we create kind of like a border here, and I think it looks really cool. I know the wood looks a little bit different, but I feel like from like kind of afar, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Also, they used to look a lot better. I think they changed the textures at some point for the windows, so they look a little bit more different now. But I think this trick still looks good. Also, is that supposed to be like that? Yeah, I think so. I think that's fine. All right, perfect, beautiful. I love it. And here we're gonna have our ledge here, and we're gonna put this here. This also means that I can't have it on the top, which is fine. We can't have everything, but we can have it on the bottom, and that's okay. I wonder then if maybe on one of the bottoms, or maybe even the top here, I add a shelf. I don't know if that does anything. Maybe a trapdoor instead. Maybe not even that, maybe just like an oak trapdoor, or even like a birch trapdoor might be better, because it's like fun, brings more variety and color into the build. Maybe oak. Let's try an oak. Oops. Let's try oak. Oak is fun. I kind of like how that looks. Maybe we'll keep that for now. Which one looks better? Let's try it on this side too. Let's try this trapdoor. I feel like the good compromise between the pale oak and the oak trapdoor is probably an iron trapdoor, and because I have axiom, we can have fun with that, but I am a little hesitant to use axiom for things because I'm a little uneasy about doing things in creative that we wouldn't be able to do in survival, but I shouldn't, because it's not a survival world, so I shouldn't be so stingy about that. And here we are. I don't know which one I like. I think I like the oak better, but I think I would like it better if it was on the bottom instead, and then we had the pale oak be at the top. Because the pale oak kind of looks like a roof, like a dormer or something. So I kind of like that better up here, and then the bottom could be the trapdoor, because I feel like it's a little more fitting. Now I can't tell if I like the pale oak on the bottom better or the oak better, because the oak goes with the window, but then the pale oak goes with the rest of the building, and I'm not sure which one's better. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's like maybe do a whole thing of it, and then let's see which one I like better. Hmm. I don't know. Actually, I feel like the pale oak looks better. It just goes with the rest of the building. There's also another option where I can use a sign instead, and we can have a sign like this here instead be there. Hmm. I feel like I still like the trapdoor here, so we're gonna keep it like that. Okay, this is the front of the Capitol building so far. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's add some stairs here, so we're gonna add limestone stairs, and we might also raise this entire building up by one, so I can make the stairs longer. I feel like this isn't actually as big as I thought it was. I feel like this is a pretty good size, so yeah, we're okay, we're good. Let's just keep going. So I think over here we're gonna do a similar window pattern. I think. Well, we're gonna have the quartz in this corner here, so that'll be a little bit weird. Maybe we'll do something like this, or maybe like this actually, that might be better. I mean, we could do it like this, but it's kind of boring, so we're not gonna do that. Let's maybe do this instead, or actually, we can do something like that. That could be good. And then let's add the windows here. I think I'm just going to finish up the rest of the exterior because it's kind of just more of the same. And I'll get back to you once I'm done with that. So yeah, see you then. Alright, so this is the walls of the building, I guess. And it is done. I have done it off screen, and I think it looks interesting. The only caveat is I think this looks weird. We might edit that in the future, but for now, this is what it looks like. This little back area, it does not mirror the front as much, but essentially this is going to be the president's office. So it'll be kind of like an oval office, more like a half circle office. And yeah, instead of the White House or whatever, the whole entire government will be in this one building, just for simplicity's sake. So we'll have the parliament here, or I guess Congress. I'm calling it the Parliament. So actually, I've divided the country's governments or legislative body into two things. So we have the National Assembly, which is essentially the Parliament slash, I guess, House of Representatives. So that'll be representatives from each province slash region slash whatever else, just whatever population centers, they represent the interests of population centers. And then we will also have the National Council, which is essentially kind of like a House of Lords, but instead of rich people, it'll mostly be just really people who are really knowledgeable about specific things. So, for example, it would be like people who are experts in their fields and can advise on things that involve that field, and basically tell the representatives and the people that make laws and be like, hey, this would be the best way to do something based on what I know. Or maybe let's say, for example, we have someone who's in charge of agriculture and knows a lot about agriculture. They won't directly make laws, but they will advise laws related to agriculture and say what would be best and what would not be best based on their knowledge. And I think that's an interesting system. It's a little bit different from how the United States works. It's kind of a little bit more similar to how the United Kingdom's government is with the House of Lords, at least to my knowledge. And of course, we'll have our president, who is our administration slash executive, and they will also be in here, kind of in the center here. And we also have a judicial branch, which actually the judicial branch will be right here in this little shack compared to this whole building, but this will be the courthouse. Yeah, we're probably going to make this a little bit bigger. This is kind of small, but yeah, this will be the courthouse. This will be where the judicial branch will be, like the national courts. And this is the Capitol. It's kind of floating here. It's okay. Yeah, so this is the Capitol building. We'll do the interior in a little bit. For now, I think we'll just do the roof, which will also include a dome, because which government building does not have a dome? A lot of them don't, but this one will include a dome. So, oh, also, before we do that, I wasn't sure if I should do this because I feel like that's kind of cheating, but I really feel like I really want this kind of little division here. I feel like it'll just add a lot, and I feel like it just looks so much better. I will say, just okay, because you're watching this, I really appreciate it, and I will give a little bit of a sneak peek for what I'm doing in the future. I will probably be doing Vintage Story in the future soon, and with Vintage Story, I'm going to be building some cool things. I think I'm going to build kind of like another version of this kind of style building, but maybe a little bit smaller and slightly different. As I said, I like doing variations of the same thing sometimes, but this will be a new version of that, and I will be so honest, Vintage Story has such amazing customization in their base game just because of their chisel kind of thing, because you can chisel blocks and stuff just in the base game. It is so useful. It is so useful. I can't even say, like, you can make really cool things with that, and I will be honest, Vintage Story might be better than Minecraft at building sometimes. Just sometimes. It's just very good. So I will be doing Vintage Story sometime in the future. This channel, it's kind of like having two versions of the same game. We have two versions of a life simulator in Paralives and The Sims 4, and two versions of a block-based sandbox game. So we have Minecraft and Vintage Story, which I will be doing both of them. I will be doing both. Doing projects in both, but kind of slightly different things. And when it comes to gameplay, of course, I will also do kind of more different things. I think Vintage Story, I will focus more on survival and stuff, especially because I'm like brand new at Vintage Story survival, so I think it'll be more fun to try and figure that out. And then Minecraft will do more things like this, large projects, which I wouldn't do in Vintage Story just because I think Minecraft is a little bit more better, that's not a word, is a little bit better for larger projects, but Vintage Story, it's very fun to get very detailed into some smaller builds, which I really like. So Vintage Story, Minecraft, they exist in perfect harmony, they're both good at different things, and I like both, and we're going to do both. Anyways, let's get to the roof now. For the roof, I think we're going to use tuff. Not originally, but I had the idea of using copper for the roof, but as much as I would enjoy doing that, I feel like tuff just fits the vibe a little bit better. Although I wouldn't be against using copper. I think I might use copper for some other buildings too. I really like copper roofs. I feel like it would fit a lot better if I use birch instead of quartz and pale oak. I feel like tuff works very well for complementing this, while I feel like the warmness of the birch would complement the copper a lot better, because I would use oxidized copper, of course, but I feel like it'll definitely complement it a lot more. But yeah, for this I'm going to use tuff, and I think tuff is suitable for this. If only I can figure out how I want to do this. I think we're just going to do something like this. Should be fine. And then we can sort of just start doing that. It'll be fun. The thing about this one is that I could make it slanted a tiny bit, make it slightly less steep, like the roof pitch, I guess, which might be useful, but it also might not be necessary. May be necessary though, because this feels like a very steep roof. And I could easily do that because we have a one block thing here, so it won't be kind of awkward in the middle. So instead, we could possibly do it like this. Oh, that's kind of weird. Alright, like this, so we have it like that. And then we can do something more like this. And then it will be less awkward. We can put this down here. Kind of like that, which that might actually be better. I think for this little extension, we might just ignore it. So I feel like I've made this kind of building before. Probably in The Sims. I think I did in The Sims, actually. But I think it's fine. So we do like that. And then maybe, I had an idea, maybe we use like tuff. And then we make kind of like a little semicircle or like a half circle here that goes over it. kind of like this. Not like that, like this. And then we kind of go up a little bit. And then we do something like that. Or no, maybe we do something like this instead. Like that, okay. And then we can add this thing here. Like this. Okay, I think that could look interesting. Let's see how it looks from above. That looks fine. Yeah, that looks sufficient enough. And then we can add a little dome. Let's just actually I want to see how this looks from over here. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for how this is turning out. Definitely looks a little bit different from how I used to make this building, but I think it's turning out pretty cool. So we're gonna roll with it. Up here, I think I will do something like andesite maybe. Actually, maybe the tuff, and I do that one tuff I really like for the roofs. Like this. Although it will be slabs actually, so then mobs don't spawn here. That's kind of why I use slabs up here, because I don't want mobs to spawn. It's really annoying, so we're gonna do that. Cool, and then we'll have a dome here, so I will have the dome extend out maybe this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, I think that's good enough. Let's just make this a little bit taller. I'm just gonna smear this up, so just add the parameters, and we can smear up. 1, 2, 3. I think that might be good. Yeah, that's good. Then I can use the walls here, so I can add brick walls. Either that, I can do fences, but I think we might just try walls first. Okay, this looks a little weird. Let's just fix that up a tiny bit. Okay, so that like didn't really do that much. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but I feel like it doesn't look that great either. Maybe if we did that instead. No, that just looks weird. Alright, we can work with that, and I can just sort of get the dome ready, so we can have the dome here. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine, whatever. Okay, let's do the dome, which will involve some tough blocks. And we will just do something like this. It's like a fun little round shape here. Okay, so this is what I've done so far. The dome looks... it looks interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it could look fine. I think it could be fine. I feel like I could adjust it a little bit, make it a little bit less flat, I think, so... Okay, I think I like that. I think that's pretty cool. And at the top here, I kind of want there to be a lightning rod, so let's see what color I like the best, since we have multiple colors now. I'm thinking maybe this one. I think that's fun. And also like a torch or a lantern or something, so like that. Cool. I wonder if I should add texture here, but also I kind of don't want to, so we're not going to. So I mean, we might, but I don't think we are. I don't really want to. And if I don't want to do something, then we don't have to do it, so that's fun. We're just adding some fences here just for decoration. I think it adds a lot more stuff to this. I might add texture to the bricks there, maybe add some granite, but I think so far it's kind of fine how the way it is right now. Not really that necessary. Here, just gonna use fences because it's just easier that way. And then gates for the rest of the way. I really like gates, I just don't like how expensive they are, but we're in creative mode, so I can be as expensive as I want to be. survival mode, I will build, and I will if a block is not exposed or is not used, like is not at all seen, or is like not useful in any way, I will completely just fill it in with like dirt or netherrack or just like whatever other filler block I have on hand, because I don't care. This looks interesting. Actually, yeah, this looks fine. This looks fine. I'm good with this. Maybe we add a fence around here, but that's kind of just like a maybe. I'm not sure if that's really necessary. Yeah, I will add torches though, because torches are great. They're great for lighting up builds, and they're just fun in general. Or not, I mean, they're not really that fun, but they're just good for lighting up builds. And this will need to be lit up, so we're using torches. Cool. Okay, I think I quite like how this exterior is looking. I think this is very much a more capitally kind of feeling building than I originally built for New Pendleton and also Old Pendleton. And I think it looks cool. I'm not really sure how long this video is. I was thinking it was going to be shorter than my other Minecraft videos because I thought this build was a lot smaller, but I actually think this is pretty. This is a pretty substantial size. It's about the same size as my other Minecraft builds. So I guess not. So I think it's probably going to be around the same time, but it's okay. We're good. It's probably unlikely that I'm going to post this on the same day as my anniversary. I am filming this on the day of my anniversary, so happy birthday to my channel. But otherwise, it'll probably be posted the next day. Next time I will try to post it on the anniversary day. I don't think it matters that much though. I don't think many people are going to be holding me to it and be like, oh, you didn't post on your anniversary. That's crazy. How dare you? I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone actually knows that it's my anniversary except me, so yeah, but it's okay. I can celebrate, and then next year I can maybe celebrate with more people. But I'm very happy if you are here. So thank you for that. And I think we shall now do the interior. And then after I'm gonna loop back around, do the exterior, do some fun bushes and stuff, and I think I may actually do a little flyby, and if you're interested, I might do a little tour of New Pendleton version 1. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stick to the video. I'll just do a little flyby, and then if you want a longer version of that and a more in-depth tour, which I will be happy to give, feel free to let me know and I will probably make a video. I hope it gets some views because I feel like people don't tend to watch videos that are just tours of already made builds, but I could be wrong and I would love for you to prove me wrong. So yeah, I could make that video, show you the New Pendleton version 1, and then kind of just show you how that's different, show you what I'm trying to do, and maybe some other plans, show you some of the other plans I have for this world. But yeah, this world, I'm very excited for it. Anyways, let's do the interior now, before I start concluding this video, because that kind of sounded like a conclusion. But yeah, we're going to do the interior now, so I'm going to do a quick filling in of the floor though, so yeah, see you then. Alright, so this is the interior floor kind of laid out. So in this room, this is kind of like the main entrance area, and then over here will be the National Assembly, and then over here will be the National Council. I feel like this room is kind of small, but I feel like this is like the most that I'm allowed to allot to this area, because I feel like I made this sort of entrance a little wide. Otherwise I feel like it would be a little bit awkward, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, it should be fine. And over here, this is a little bit of an awkward window, but I'm thinking for that, we kind of just do something like this, maybe. So then it's a little less awkward, because then we just like have a window that's right here. And we can maybe extend this up a little bit, just enough, so then it's not as awkward. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll see what we can do for that. I mean, it is possible I could do something like this. Let me just do something like here. Alright. Do something like this here and just move this out by 1. What happened? Oh, okay. That's not supposed to be there. Alright, we could do something like this, and then instead we could just have this be sort of like that, and then we could, instead of having this literally against the wall, we could just have it be a little bit more into the center like this, and then on the other side be kind of like this as well. And then it's a little more even. I think we could just do that instead. And then over here, we can just have something else. I'm not sure what, but we'll decide. We'll see what happens. Back here will kind of be like a little archives room or like a little library room, like a national archives or something. Although I will have an archives in the city somewhere, but I think that'll be different from this. That'll be more like a historical society kind of thing, so that'll be interesting. But for now, that's like a little library kind of thing. And at the top here, these rooms will have viewing areas, like they'll have like balconies. And then above the library will be the office of the president of Briketia, which I don't know if I want to call it the United Republic of Briketia or the United Republics of Briketia, because technically each province could be like a republic of itself, and then there are multiple republics united under one federal republic or something like that. Not sure which one I want to do, because this is kind of inspired by America, but it's not specifically going to be America. It's just loosely inspired by America, so it doesn't have to be exactly the same, which it definitely isn't. The government system is very different. I'm thinking of using like guilds and stuff for some things, which I think is kind of fun. It brings in a little more uniqueness into this setting. But yeah, we'll have guilds. We'll have like different guild halls and stuff, and I think that'll be fun to build. I think each city has like their own guild hall, so it's kind of like each city it has a different guild headquartered in there. So like for example, the Builders Guild will be here, and then the Blacksmiths Guild will be in a different city, and then maybe the Farmers Guild will be in another city and whatever. So I think that could be fun, but that's just how we're doing it for now. And here, I think we will actually do spruce for the flooring, and we'll just have that up here for the president's office, which I'm not sure if that means that I'm the president, like maybe I'm the president of Briketia, but I kind of treat this like my office, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be, we're going to have some staircase up here that'll go here, and then I feel like this is kind of a big area to be the office of the president. So it'll probably not just be the office of the president, it'll probably something else here as well, but maybe like a waiting room, maybe like a lobby or something, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's in the White House. Well, I know there's like bedrooms and stuff, but I'm not sure what's like right outside the Oval Office or anything. I mean, I could probably look it up, but I don't feel like it. And I'm trying to make this unique anyway, so whatever, we're good. We're good. Alright, so we have this giant brick wall here, and we're going to add some stairs now. So I'm thinking we can do like a central staircase here, and then we could have it sort of go up a little bit. So let's see. Do something like this, maybe. Okay, instead of having it be really confusing, I kind of just did this instead. So we have kind of like a wraparound balcony here, and then the central staircase, and then we have some doors here that lead into rooms that do things. So we have a door here and a door here that go into the library, and then this door goes into the main chambers of legislative bodies and whatever. So also I changed the staircase, so it's kind of just like this now, which I prefer. Although I feel like this could be perfectly fine if it was in more, maybe. No, this is fine. This is fine. I feel like I need more room though. And no, it's fine. Let's move it in a little bit more. Let's see how that changes things. I think it's a little bit better because it gives me more room here. So we'll just do that. And should I do that? Fine. I mean, I guess it's fine. Yeah, we can just do that. Just makes more sense. Cool, we have our government building. Isn't that fun? I'm thinking we also will have like a cool roof, or I guess ceiling, so it'll have some cool features on it. So I think we'll just go around and do that. So we can do something like this. And to ignore this, we'll just ignore this. I think also it might be cool if we like do something like this, where we have these strip spruce be in the middle of the buildings, or not the buildings, of the walls, because I feel like that adds a lot more character and stuff. And that's perfect there, because that's not on the other side. Alright, y'all, so this is the interior of the entrance. I really like how this looks so far. We have all the spruce everywhere, we have this wonderful looking ceiling, we have these details. I think this looks pretty cool, and I think this is what we're going to stick with for now. And when we go down here, we have all this area. I think this looks pretty governmenty, and I'm kind of happy with how it looks. There's like some things about it that I'm not sure about, but I'm not sure what to put my finger on. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to tell me in the comments. If not, then I guess enjoy my beautiful interior. Let's add some lighting in here, so maybe something like that, like that. Cool. So yeah, I think these will kind of just be the same on both sides, so I think I shall work on that now. So I think for this, we're just going to do a cool little balcony here. Won't be too complicated, and also for this, we're just going to put the brick back. And also for this, okay, we'll do like that. I'm thinking we can do the stairs here. And we could also do some fences. So we could have a fence like this, perhaps. Fence like this. Fence like that. And then a gate, because who doesn't love gates? Cute. And then we can also do that again, but just for the top. Not the gates though, we'll just do fences. And here we'll also have a column here, or spruce column. Better use spruce columns because they're going to be everywhere. Okay, that might be a problem. Let's check that out. You know what? I kind of like that. We're gonna keep it. Yep, we're gonna keep it. And then over here we can add in our beautiful, beautiful shelves. For this, I'm also going to add that in, just to make it look a little more natural. Cool. I think that looks interesting. I like it. Do that again for this. Okay, this is what we're getting now, so I think this is sufficient. So we have this cute little roof here. I think it looks good. And this is the floor, so we will kind of like have it so you walk in, and then if you want to spectate the proceedings, you can go in here. And then you can look at this nice roof here, and then look down upon all the people. So I think that's fun. And then now to the people, we will have like a sort of central area. So this is an assembly, so everyone's kind of meeting instead of a council, which I feel like is more like a room, like a conference or something. So it would be more like a table with everyone kind of talking to each other. While this one is more like you're listening to people. So we can have this little podium here. And then we could have all the chairs here. So I'm thinking we use item frames for this, because item frames are fun. And they're also more space efficient, because you can just kind of do that. Ooh, fun. You can just do that. And it's better. So we're going to do that for the chairs. I feel like I could use like maps and signs and stuff to make it look a little bit better, but I'm too lazy for that, so we're just doing this. Okay, so this is where all the chairs are. I feel like this looks a little weird, but I feel like it looks fine. Yeah, I like the way this room looks. I think it looks cute. It looks nice. I think I might add some torches though, just for lighting. Also, I will be adding the flag in here soon. I do have a flag design, so I guess stay tuned for that. I quite like how it looks, and I think it is literally the original flag design as well, from all the way back in 2023. So it's very sentimental. It looks a little interesting, but I think it looks nice, and I like using it, so we're gonna use it. It's cool. And then I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe that's fine. This is fine. Cool. So you can just stand up here with your podium and just be like, "Hey everyone, I want to change all the laws," and then you change all the laws because that's how the government works. Anyways, I wonder if I actually want to add some different pottery here. So maybe if I get a pottery shard and I see if I want any specific one. Cool, I like that. I feel like I've never really used those patterns. I just use the pot, but I like the patterns, they're nice. Let's just put those in my inventory for now, and then get rid of that. Cool. Okay, I'm thinking then we also do this side, which will be kind of similar, which might also just copy everything over. That's fine like this. Alright. And cool. This is kind of cool. This is cool that I can just like copy the entire thing over. It's of course not going to be exactly the same because I want to change things up a bit, but it's helpful because there are some things that will be the same. Yeah, just get rid of all these, and then I'm going to get rid of this as well. And then we're going to change things up a bit because it'll be more like a council kind of thing. So we'll have kind of like tables here. Maybe something like this would be cool. And maybe we can add like a few more things on the side. Just add more trapdoors. Sorry, not trapdoors. Item frames. Do that. And then we have a cute little table. So this is kind of like a council, I feel like it would be like a wraparound thing, but I don't feel like making that, so it's going to be more like this. And what we have here is not a dinner table, but instead it'll be more like a bunch of people working together, talking about different things. Okay, I think this looks interesting. Looks good enough. And also I'm going to add lecterns in the corner just because that adds to the functionality of everything. And overall this is good. So this is good for the council. We can have like a bookshelf here. And then we'll use this. To add depth and stuff. Okay, so you have stuff like this. I think this is suitable because it's not like a whole library, it's more like a storage and like a record keeping place. We'll have chests here as well. So maybe some chests on the side. Maybe I'll probably have these as well, which might actually just be right here. So we can put our own books in there. And we'll also have some lecterns, probably some lanterns as well, just so you can see. Cool. And also in the center here, I want to add this special lectern, and we're going to do something cool with armor stands if I have that mod installed. Do I have that mod installed? No, I don't. It's okay. What am I going to do instead? And instead I'm just going to use an item frame. So we'll use an item frame. We're going to use divorce papers, and we're going to pretend this is the Declaration of Independence, and I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And over here, we can also add a lectern as well. And maybe we can add a bookshelf to the back here, just for fun. And that's kind of just this room. It's not super complicated, but it's just like a little archive record keeping thing. I'll probably expand on it a little bit later, add some more stuff to it, but for now this is what it looks like, and I think it's sufficient. Let's move on to the president's office, and I think we should be just about done with this build after that, so let's just do that. Okay, so here's the president office so far. We have the executive chair, and we're going to add some layer to this, so we're gonna do something kind of like this to add a cool little pattern here. Not a kill, a cool little pattern, not a kill. I don't know why I said kill. And we're gonna add some lights because I love to see. Cool, and I'm gonna add some trapdoors because that's fun. Nice. We could probably also add some plants, maybe. So we can do something like this again. Maybe do that whole pot thing with the dead bush and the birch. And I also want to add a flower pot here and some candles just for fun. Maybe like a lectern in here as well, because I kind of want to have like a book of laws or something that I can have there, so we can put that there. And in here, I think we'll have a spruce sapling because this is New Pendleton and we're in a spruce biome, so I feel like that's rather fitting. And yeah, I think this is good. It's good for the president's room or the president's office. So you can just like, oops, you can just sit down here and just be like, I'm writing the laws, I'm being cool. Also, that doesn't need to be there. I think that's fine. So yeah, I'm being cool, writing the laws, doing whatever. Okay. And ooh, maybe we add a carpet actually. I'm thinking a blue carpet. Alright, now we look good. I think it's cool. This is a cool little room. And I think that should be about done, actually. I think maybe we add a painting here just for fun. We can add a painting like that there, and then we could also add another painting. Maybe that one. I'm not sure about that. I think instead we can just add the flag, which we can actually make right now. So come with me to make the flag, I guess. Alright, so to make the flag, we need a white banner, then we put red stripes on it, and then we put blue stripes, or actually I can't remember if it was white first and then blue. I think it is this one, white first and then blue. And then we put a cyan dot in the middle, and then a white star, and that should be the flag. So that is the flag of Briketia. So the idea is just like all the government buildings have the flag out front, make it look very official. So yeah, that's the flag of Briketia. On the inside, we could put the flag right here, and in here we could probably put the flag like flying up here and up here as well, because that's very official looking. And then in here we can also have the flag be flying over here, and then also down here we can have the flag in the same place. And I think this looks good. I think this is nice. I think this building is done. So I think the main building is done. I think we will do just a little bit of landscaping, and then this is supposed to be like a little garden area. I think I'm just gonna do that in between videos. I think the main building itself is pretty much done, but we're just gonna do a little bit of landscaping, just a little bit. Maybe do oak, maybe do some spruce and whatever. So we have oak leaves. And I'm thinking we can do something like this here. Or do the opposite, actually. I want to do sweetberry bushes because I feel like they represent this biome and this city kind of well. But I do want to make sure no one steps on them, so we're going to use barrier blocks. Just so then nobody accidentally steps on it and gets hurt, because that will happen, especially with villagers, because they're admittedly not very smart. Okay, cool. I think I like this. This is nice. Yeah, we can have the sweetberry bushes there, and actually we can have them on the sides as well, instead of the bushes. Maybe we do birch instead, so then they retain its color. Maybe we use trapdoors, these oak trapdoors instead of the spruce ones. Because it might look a little more rustic, but a little more fun. I think it complements it a little better. And I think that's good enough for this. Just like one last flyby before I end the video, just to see if everything looks good. And I think it does. I think this looks fairly good. This is the Capitol building of New Pendleton and the Republic of Briketia. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. This is a lot bigger than I was originally going to have it be, but I think this is a lot better. And I really like how it turned out. I think it looks really good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things. I hope you stay and watch any of my other videos if you haven't already. I will be making more content like this. I make more Minecraft videos, more Sims videos if you're interested. And of course, I will be continuing this project sometime soon. And yeah, this is a great start. I'm really glad that this is the anniversary of my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot great things now, a lot of more things, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so hopefully if you're excited about this, excited for my channel, yeah, please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, do all those things. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and please enjoy the montage. Goodbye! You